But same thing, no seeds in it either. So that's a good thing. Well, I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay. But, oh, just enough breeze under my glasses to make my eyes water. But I thought I'd come and take a look and see how much further along we were in the garden. But it's time to pull the pallets off the garlic. We have a couple of garlics trying to work their way through. So this kind of makes me happy. Besides, once I get all these off, of course, it'll let them actually grow a little better and start. I hear the neighbor's chickens again. Anyway, like I was saying, once I get the wood off of the garden here, the garlic can poke up through the leaves. And then we'll have garlic. So let me get all this stuff off. 2 down. A bunch to go. Okay, so I stirred up the leaves a little bit just to loosen it up. Check it out. We have garlic. I'm not exactly sure how many are under here. I ran into quite a few loosening it up. But yeah, check it out. Now, there's more leaves than a lot of people put on their garlic, but once these dry out a little bit more, they'll actually blow away. But it is still pretty nippy here on the island. But let's go check out the rest of this mess. This is a lot of cleanup, guys. Now, like I said before, we never actually cleaned up really much at all after the hurricane last year. It just wasn't on, high priority at all. It really should have been, but it's actually not as bad as I expected, to be honest. The hugel this year, though, we're hoping to actually get that covered with a lot more grass and get some compost in there. If I can get some good cow compost maybe from somebody. But we want to put some supports on it and hold the dirt on. The wind is just enough to make what's left of the barn rattle. Anyway, back to the point. Looks like we've had some vole action by the hugel this year too. Check this out. Actually, the more I look at this is not vole action. Somebody's been digging. Yeah. I wonder if the foxes have been digging for the voles. Oh, sorry guys. The wind is just making me all noisy this morning. Yep. Yeah. I think maybe we have had some digging. Well, to be honest, if we did have some digging, it's not going to bother me too much because the voles, they cause a lot of problems. And yeah, to be honest, the more I look, the rows themselves aren't too bad. We're not going to till the whole garden or anything this year. We're actually just going to tidy the rows. And we're just going to make it wide enough between the rows I can run the small lawnmower because I'm trying to keep those rows clean. It just didn't work out nearly as well as it should have. It's nice I can walk down here and not sink anymore though. Alrighty. All the raspberries. they seem to do great. Wonder how many volunteer tomatoes we're gonna have in there this year. And all of our baby trees, I don't see any baby trees that have died off. So yeah, let's finish this tour. So I'm not 100% sure if you guys remember, we planted all these little guys last year. We lost all the flags though, I noticed. Well, might as well grab these while I'm at it. But all these little trees here we planted last year. And they worked out, I think they were about 50 cents each when we bought them. And then of course the bigger ones up there were the ones that we actually pulled from our current windbreak. So yeah, a couple of little tiny ones down here. I might have to put some more flags out though, because this little tiny guy, I might miss him with the lawnmower. I might be wrong. I think I might have lost a tree. I'm pretty sure there was a tree over there. Oh, there he is. Found it. What's really amazing is this little tiny guy here. He's doing really well. These two, there's still some green, but they don't look happy, do they? We'll see how they come this year. But he's got some green on the top too. A little bit of green brown on the tops of some. Not too bad though. The double row of trees, they don't look too bad. We do have some brown, but a fair amount of green. Let's check out the maple trees. Wow. This little tiny guy was a sapling who we thought had died. He has buds. That's phenomenal. Bigger guys, they're doing pretty good though. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's see. Ah, focus. We have buds. Yeah, look at that. All three maple trees. And that one silly little sapling. Now all these are sugar maples. So yeah, I know sugar maples. As soon as I learn how to talk again. Sugar maples need to be at least 40 years old before anybody even thinks about tapping them for maple syrup. Sorry guys. I've been going for my walks, but coming up that hill always knocks me for a loop. Anyway, like I was saying, sorry, I'm also looking at little trees as I go. Sugar maples, they need about 40 years before you can think about tapping them for maple syrup. And we didn't plant them for us. We planted them knowing full well someday somebody will be able to tap them for syrup. All right. So I'm just walking along the windbreak because this is where we found a whole bunch of our little trees last year. And I've already spotted one that we can pull and add to the windbreak. Now we do have a few over there as well. So I'll have to make my way over there later on. And then back in here at the back of our property, we're actually thinking about putting some other trees. So some birch trees and things like that. Maybe the odd pine tree back there too. Kind of maybe forest a little tiny bit of it. Let's check out the cherry tree. Woo! Buds on the cherry tree. So yeah, this is like the worst garden tour in the world, but it's a windy, sunny Beautiful day for the first time in a few days. And yeah, I wanted to come and check it out and see what it's like. What I should do is stick one of these in the dirt down there and see if we actually thaw it out enough to turn over those rows. Let's go do that. Okay, frost test. If I can get it to go in. There we go, there we go. All right. Oh, look at that. And it could go further. So that's a good, what, 8 inches? That means we can start tidying this mess up. Yay, happy dance. I suppose I should probably check the little herb garden here. We have lilies everywhere. Does parsley grow back a second year? Makes you wonder. The chives have started though. That makes me happy too. I did forget to clean out the dill though, so we might actually have dill pop up back there. I guess we'll find out. So one of the things Fred's been doing is cleaning out the barn for us to get used to start cleaning it up. So this is a lot of the wood that's been in the barn. And so he's been cutting it and we're gonna stack it and season it here behind the garage. Problem is, that chainsaw that we bought has a defect. So now we are kind of, you know, stuck. So I have to call them probably Monday and say, hey, that chainsaw we bought, it's broke. And yeah, the sad part is that he is such a manual reader that, I mean, he followed all the directions and didn't misuse it, which is good. And we've only had that, what, not even 2 months? Well, oh well. All the smell of this green wood though, smells good. Just saying. And we have a lot more wood to cut. Alrighty. That's okay. Alrighty, let's go check the rest of the garden. Okay, there's really not much left to check. I'm gonna go over now that it's not quite so soggy and check out the raspberries and the blackberries. We should have some leaves on the raspberries now. Well, maybe not leaves, but we should have some buds on the raspberries. And blackberries, I still have blackberries in the freezer from that one bush. And we're gonna have both of them this year. Wow. But I did use all the raspberries though. Did I say blackberries the first time? I still have blackberries in the freezer. Whether I actually said that right, I have no idea anymore. Our little blueberry bushes are getting bigger, but yeah. Lots and lots of raspberries. So, yeah, there's lots of buds on the raspberries. That's kind of cool. And you can see you see the blackberries that we actually didn't get to last year. But yeah, the blackberry looks nice and healthy. I'm gonna have to come out and prune it. Yeah, not too bad. Let's go check the apples. Oh yeah, I should show you. So the hummingbirds are coming back. We found a hummingbird nest in the one big maple tree here along the front of the house. And yeah, it's still up there. Let me show you the hummingbird nest. As long as the wind hasn't taken it down yet. Nope, it's still there. Well, what's left of it anyway. The wind has done one big number on it. It was a little bit more complete not that long ago. But it was a hummingbird nest. I think that is absolutely nifty. I mean, we had lots of hummingbirds, but I had no idea they were nesting in the maple tree. I just think that's neat. And I should have took a picture of it. Actually, sorry, I'm looking for more nests now. But I should have took a picture of it when it was still more complete. And I don't know why I kept forgetting, but you know, memory, that is definitely not my forte. But the apple trees, we do have, woohoo, we have definite buds. Yeah. So this year the apple trees are kind of still going to go a little bit wild. Oops. Truck going by. And next year, the bigger one's going to get pruned. The little short guy here, I might let that go for another year. Mostly because it's still recovering. Pre-cleanup garden tour. Yeah, it's an absolute mess out there. But it does look like we will finally be able to start cleaning up the rows, prepping the beds, and what, about 2 weeks, I think? I'll have to check. 2 or 3 weeks from now, we'll be able to get the beans and the peas in the garden. So, yeah, happy days. Ooh, the tulips are coming up. Check it out. Tulips. I think there's some over here too. Yep. Look at that. I haven't even raked this garden yet. Look, tulips. Well, that's fabulous. That's one of the things Fred jokes at me about, because it's the little things and I'll get all, oh my gosh, look, oh my gosh, look. Yeah, he laughs at me. But hey, what do we do but make fun of each other? Healthy relationship that way, right? Right. That's the way I look at it anyway. Yeah. Cool. We can officially start cleaning the garden. Well, that was my haphazard garden tour for April 2023. I've got this weird wing. Oh well. Anyway, guys, we'll keep you updated on the garden tour. It's gonna be a busy season. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you again next time as we continue on our simpler life here on PEI. Bye for now.